Hey guys, today's topic of discussion is the MCU and the alleged MCU that people think is going to be like the future of the MCU going forward. So, I'm sure you guys have probably seen different channels and I guess influencers on YouTube and the comic book sphere who have basically they've basically said that the MCU is going to like pivot towards like more female centric characters, which if that's what they want to do, that's fine. I don't think that's what they're doing, honestly. People say everything's failing because it's female oriented now, which I don't agree with. Um, well, for an example, the Marvels was a complete failure financially. I actually do think the critics gave it a high score just because I think they really wanted it to succeed. I don't know if Marvel paid them. I really don't know, but it has quite a high score for such a mediocre movie. That movie is just, it's not good. I give a review on it. Everything is bland and boring. The characters, for the most part, at least Carol and Monica, whereas Kamala Khan has, she's this giddy little teenager. She's getting to fight with her hero. But other than that, the characters were bland and the plot was pretty nonsensical. But yeah, that was a very less than average movie. But you compare that female led film to, say, Black Panther 2, which is an all female, basically, film. Obviously, you have Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, and you have basically, Shuri becomes the Black Panther, and then there's Okoye and Ironheart. So this is all female cast for Black Panther 2, and I love Black Panther 2. It wasn't good or bad, because it was a female or a male. It was a good story. There was a lot of emotion behind it. There was a reason for Shuri to become the Black Panther because the king had died and she needed to step up and be a king, especially now that Namor was coming to attack Wakanda, you know, after the death of T'Challa. So, there was a lot of elements in that film that made a lot of sense. It was a decent story, and there was a really good character arc with Shuri. Honestly, her stepping in to fill the shoes of the Black Panther, even though she really wasn't ready. She felt she had to do what was right, and she even lost her mother. She had to deal with losing her brother and then her mother. So there's quite a few things at stake there in that movie. And then of course the people of Talokan invading Wakanda. So she had a lot to fight for. The plot was there, the stakes were there. Captain Marvel, not so much. So basically, it's not necessarily that a film is bad because it's female driven. I don't think that would be the case at all. Everyone hated Ant-Man 3. Well, honestly, personally, I liked Ant-Man 3, but it wasn't a female driven movie or a male driven movie. It was pretty much split down the middle. You had Ant-Man and Hank Pym, and then you had Cassie and Wasp. So, two guys, two girls. And honestly, I thought that was fantastic. That Kang was in there, and Jonathan Majors did a great job as Kang. He did fantastic. Um, so people are just saying that MCU is here and it's ruining everything going forward. Have they had some bad movies after Phase 3? Yes, basically after Endgame. But they've also had a lot of great stuff with Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange 2, like I said, Black Panther 2. I like Ant-Man. I know I'm kind of in the minority, but there's no way that Ant-Man 3 is worse than the Marvels. So, I mean, that's just not possible. You can't look at the Marvels and say, huh, that's so much better than Ant-Man 3. Because it's really not, you know? So, going forward, I'm really excited about the MCU because they're going to be bringing Fantastic Four in and X-Men, possibly. So, they released the casting for Fantastic Four, so we're going to have to kind of see how these guys do as Marvel's first family. And then we'll have to see how they bring in the X-Men to the MCU. But overall, MCU it's kind of fallen off a cliff in a way. They're not going as strong as they were, but they're still going strong. So I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon, and I definitely will be checking out more MCU movies.